2025 pay plan for selected state employees. Director Prophet, please proceed.
Thank you, Governor. I appreciate that. And good afternoon, Council. As mentioned, the purpose of this agenda item is to approve the distribution of the funds for the pay plan that was approved by the legislature during the 2024 session. So as a refresher, what we are not approving today is the pay plan itself. That's already been approved by the legislature. The way mechanically this works is the monies are appropriated to the State Finance Council. That allows both of my teams, my administration team and my budget team, to go through and do the calculations on by fund type and by agency what the true cost is going to be. We are presenting that to you here today, and the request would be to approve the distribution of funding for all of the funding types. Also to increase the expenditure limitation authority for those agencies that need that. You'll see in the materials in your packet behind the presentations tab what we've calculated by agency, by fund type. It's many pages long. I don't anticipate everybody will go through line by line. Certainly don't intend to do that, but happy to answer questions if there are any specific. What I will note is that the amount of SGF that was appropriated to effectuate this pay plan was $61 million. Based on the calculations that our team has run on a position by position basis, the amount requested to transfer to distribute amongst the agencies would be $54.1 million of SGF. So there is just under a $7 million savings of SGF for this pay plan. Mechanically, the way that will work is that money will remain in the State Finance Council's budget, and it will just sit there. And then when we introduce the mega bill next year, we will then lapse that SGF at that point in time. So it will go back to the SGF. But between now and session, it will simply stay in the SGF. The distribution of funds does account for the pay plan that was approved. As a reminder, it was multifaceted. There was increasing the starting salary for state employees to $15.03 an hour. That was the first lever to pull. Then there was a 5%, there was a market survey. So anybody who was, according to the Department of Administration market study, making greater than 10% less than the market, their salary would increase by the greater of 5% or to bring that job series to within 10% of market. Anybody between below 10% of market and above 10% of market received a 5% increase. Anybody who was making greater than 10% of market got a 2.5% increase. For executive branch non-regents employees that are not covered in the market study, they receive a 5% across the board increase. The regents receive 2.5% as a merit pool. The judicial branch and legislative branch each receive 5% as a merit pool. And this has all the typical exclusions. The teachers at schools for the blind and the deaf, they are tied to the Olathe School District teacher salaries. Those on a career progression plan, the typical exclusion statewide elected officials. And with that, Governor, Council, I would be happy to answer any questions.
Does anyone have any questions for Director Prophet? Okay, hearing none, I need a motion to approve the resolution for the 25 pay plan.
So moved, Dan Hawkins.
Dan Hawkins moves. Second.
Second, Masterson.
Masterson seconds. And Jay, we need a roll call vote.
President Masterson.
Aye.
Senator Alley.
Aye.
Senator Sykes.
Aye.
Speaker Hawkins.
Here. Aye. Aye.
Representative Miller.
Aye. Hey, by the way, Senator Billinger's on.
He's on. Sorry about that. I didn't hear him in roll.
Yeah, no, he wasn't. He came on after, but he's present for this. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Cam.
No, it's okay. Senator Billinger.
Senator, it appears as though you're on mute.
Aye.
Representative Waymaster. Oh, there we go. Representative Waymaster.
Aye.
Governor Kelly.
Aye.
The vote The final vote is 8 in favor. The bill passes, or I mean, the agenda item 1 passes.
Okay. All right, so the final item to be considered is the request of the Attorney General for approval of a tort claim settlement. Before we hear the motion to go into executive session, Dusty Ralston from Legislative Administrative Services will remind us how this will work via WebEx. Dusty?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dusty Ralston. The executive session is going to run for the duration of time that you specify. I have created a breakout room. Since everybody has joined via WebEx, I have already selected the people listed that are supposed to be in that WebEx breakout session. So once the motion is heard, I will start the breakout session and it will automatically pull all of you back into the regular session at the time you're supposed to end. After that, you guys are more than welcome to make another motion to go back into executive session, but it will end specifically on the time it was said to.
Okay. Any questions for Dusty? Okay, then I need a motion from a member to go into the executive session with an estimated time frame. The text of the motion is on page 2 of the meeting materials that were emailed to you. Representative Waymaster, would you please make the motion?
Yes, I can make the motion. Do we know exactly how much time we'll need?
Anybody from the AG's office give us a time frame?
Yes, Governor, I was thinking 15 to 20 minutes, but to err on the side of caution, how about 20 minutes would be something that I recommend.
Okay, let's use the 20 minutes then, Representative Waymaster.
All right, thank you, Governor. I move that the open meeting of the State Finance Council being held by WebEx be recessed for a closed executive meeting pursuant to KSA 75-4319A for consultation with the Attorney General and members of the staff of the Attorney General to discuss matters relating to a proposed tort claim settlement under consideration pursuant to KSA 75-6106 under the justification listed in KSA 75-4319B2. Because discussion of such matters in an open meeting would waive attorney-client privilege, that the State Finance Council resume the open meeting being held by WebEx at 1:38 p.m. and that this motion, if adopted, be recorded in the minutes and be maintained as part of the permanent records of the State Finance Council. The State Finance Council will use a WebEx breakout room for the executive session, and the main meeting will have a placeholder message posted notifying attendees that the State Finance Council is in executive session.
Okay, you've heard the motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, Dusty, you're going to let us know when it's safe to begin the executive session?
Yes, ma'am. I am starting it now. You will all be moved over to that. When it starts, it'll ask you to join. Go ahead and click that, and then you will be automatically brought into that breakout session. And I'm going to go ahead and start that now.
Okay, Mr. Speaker, would you consider making a motion to approve the resolution?
Sure. Madam Governor, I move that we approve the resolution.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll second Masterson.
Okay, and then Jay, we need a roll call vote.
President Masterson,
Aye.
Senator Alley,
Aye.
Senator Sykes,
Aye.
Senator Billinger,
Aye.
Speaker Hawkins.
Aye.
Is Representative Croft with us now? Representative Croft?
He's
The
on.
audio's not coming through, but everybody can see his thumbs up.
There
Okay,
you go.
thank you. Representative Miller,
Aye.
Representative Waymaster,
Aye.
Governor Kelly.
Aye.
The resolution passes 9 votes to 0.
Okay, thank you, Jay. Okay, so that concludes the June 3rd State Finance Council meeting. I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved, Hawkins.
Second,
Is there a second? Who
Second.
is the second?
Masterson again.
Okay, very good. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Any opposed? We are adjourned.